Going back to school has certain feelings of anticipation, nervousness, excitement, and even a bit of dread. It's a mixed bag of emotions, and especially with all the stuff going on in the world right now, it can be more daunting than ever. If you're looking for some K-dramas to watch that will help you escape the nerves and overall stress of school, here's a look at 10 K-dramas set in high school. Number 10. Who Are You? School 2015. Sekong High School is the most prestigious private high school in Seoul's Gangnam district, and Go In-bul is the most popular girl there. Meanwhile, her identical twin Lee Eun-bi is living in an orphanage and is being bullied at school. Then one day, In-bul mysteriously disappears. Soon after, Eun-bi loses her memories and is mistaken as being Eun-bul. Eun-bi then starts living her life as Eun-bul. Youthful, fresh, sometimes witty, and with just the right amount of serious teenage angst weaved into the story, Who Are You? School 2015 is an engaging viewing experience. On top of the typical teen problems the show addresses, such as bullying, layers in a missing twin swapped lives arc that amps up the dramatic tension, add on an unusual love triangle that keeps you glued to the story, and you'll probably not be bored. Number 9. Hi, School Love On. Lee Sul-bi is an angel sent to Earth to look after Shin Woo-hyun, who lives with his grandmother and carries emotional scars from being abandoned by his parents. Despite his cool demeanor, Woo-hyun is popular in school because of his good looks and singing ability. When his best friend, Hwang Sung-yul, finds out a secret that ties them together and also develops feelings for Sul-bi, who is posing as a fellow student at their school, the best friends turn into rivals. High School Love On is a refreshing series. It is a sweet pile of love and optimism, oozing with both heart-melting and heart-soothing moments. It has an intangible value that will make the audience smile from ear to ear. Light and comforting art, it will leave a huge impression in every viewer's heart. Number 8. Extracurricular. Extracurricular is centered around 4 high school students who start committing crimes to earn money and the unpredictable dangers they face as a result. Jisoo, who goes from a model student to a criminal after committing an unthinkable act. Jung Da-bin as school bully Min-hee, who gets caught up in Jisoo's crime. Park Joo-hyun will portray Jisoo's dangerous partner in crime Gyuri, while Nam Yoon-soo will appear as Min-hee's boyfriend and the school's most popular guy Ki-tae. Extracurricular is a clever little Korean drama. It's one that sets itself up to portray a simple high school drama, but soon blossoms into something far deeper and darker than initially presented, tackling some incredibly taboo topics and doing so with a dramatic, intense story that only becomes crazier the longer the show goes on. Extracurricular is an excellent drama, and despite its cliffhanger ending, well worth a watch. Number 7. Dream High. Dream High tells the story of 6 students at Kirin Art High School who work to achieve their dreams of becoming music stars in the Korean music industry. Go Hae-mi is a student who majored in classical music but has to give up her dream by entering Kirin Art High School to pay off her father's debt. However, she needs to get 2 other students to also come to the school in order for her to enroll in the school conditionally. These 2 students are Song Sam-dong, who lives in the countryside, and Jin Guk, whom she accidentally meets while trying to escape from a loan shark. Yoon Baek-hee, formerly Haimi's sidekick, becomes her rival in school because Haimi betrays her during an audition to enter the school. Fresh, fun, and backed by a breezy soundtrack that's easy on the ears, Dream High ranks as one of my all-time favorite music-centric high school dramas. Heck, it's one of my favorite dramas, period. Despite its youth premise, Dream High has a pretty universal appeal, with its emphasis on friendship, loyalty, and finding and pursuing your dreams. The drama takes an episode or 2 to get into its groove, but once it does, it's cracky, delicious goodness. Number 6. Moment at 18. Transfer student Junwoo has no interest in school life, as he is traumatized from being expelled for bullying. Class President Hyo Young greets Junwoo warmly on his first day of school. Junwoo rejects Hyo Young's kindness, as Hyo Young's popularity and influence intimidate him. When an incident breaks out, Junwoo is falsely accused of stealing a watch. Everyone thinks Junwoo is the culprit, and Hyo Young uses his influence among his peers to fuel this rumor. Meanwhile, Soo-bin has been watching Junwoo all this time. She sees a different side of him than the one that other people see, as she notices his cute, goofy streak and innocent smile. Everyone knows that Hyo Young has a crush on her, but it's the quiet and attentive Junwoo that Soo-bin finds herself gravitating towards. Soo-bin's warmth opens up the softest part of Junwoo's heart, and he decides to break out of his shell. Moment at 18 is a wonderful, sweet story of first love and the conflicts that arise between young students in an elite school. The characters are all very well developed, and multiple storylines are skillfully woven into a single overarching plot that feels fully fleshed out and explored. The cast is full of young and talented actors, each of them unique, and each one gave an impressive performance. Overall, the underlying story of a first love at the age of 18 was sweet and executed perfectly. The awkwardness, the tenderness, the ups and downs, all were done extremely well. Number 5. School 2017. The drama tells realistically of the many various troubles that high school students can face. Ra Yun-ho is just one of them, struggling to survive in a school that discriminates against rich and poor, and believes that the best students are the ones with the best grades. Eun-ho is a cheerful, upbeat 18-year-old girl whose dream is to be a webtoon artist. When she mistakenly gets caught up in another student's effort to send the school into turmoil, Ra Eun-ho is framed as the legendary Student X, a mysterious troublemaker whose identity is unknown, and suddenly, all of her aspirations are put at risk. Joining her is Hyun Tae-woon, the son of the school's director with a difficult personality and troubled past. In a motorbike accident, he lost his best friend, and from there, his life changed. He is uptight, aloof, and rude, but as he gets to know the polar opposite Ra Yun-ho, his view on the world changes. He falls in love with her, and together with their fellow students, they decide to stand up against their corrupt school system and make a change. Bolstered by strong performance from its rookie cast, an outstanding OST, and impeccable sound editing, School 2017 is a healing drama that makes for one of the most emotionally satisfying watches of the year. Number 4. True Beauty. True Beauty is a K-drama adaptation of the widely famous webtoon of the same name. The story revolves around high school student Im Joo-kyung, who was bullied in school because of her looks. When her family had to transfer to a new neighborhood and Joo-kyung had to transfer schools, she discovered the art of using makeup and transformed herself into a goddess. Joo-kyung becomes the popular new girl in her new school. She started making friends and gets entangled with the two most popular guys, Lee Soo-ho and Han Soo-jun, who were ironically former best friends but are now bitter enemies. As their relationship with each other develops, Joo-kyung also had to face the most important one of all, her relationship with herself. This drama is perfect for de-stressing. Each character has their own quirks and funny moments without taking away the personal burdens they also carry. The humor is very manhwa style, with visual effects adding to the hilarity of the scene. Number 3. Extraordinary You. Eun Dan-oh is a 17-year-old high school student from a wealthy family who suffers from a lifelong heart condition that inevitably means she will not live past her teenage years. However, when Dan-oh realizes she is experiencing long gaps in her memory as well, she comes into the unhappy realization of another fact in her life. She is a character in a Korean webtoon, and all of her actions are predetermined by the artist who draws her. To make matters worse, she discovers she is only a supporting character in the cast. With her newfound understanding of the world she inhabits, She is determined to find true love in her own plotline and circumvent the author's plans for her character by utilizing the flashes of storyboard she alone is able to see. Extraordinary You is a very easy watch. It is bright and fun with plenty of humor. The comic world is portrayed as a stereotypical romantic comedy, so that is ripe for all kinds of jokes to poke fun at the classic tropes we all know. Number 2. Reply 1997. Sung Shi-won met her 5 friends in high school in 1997, when K-pop and celebrity idols were gaining national popularity and they were swept up in the adoration of their favorite K-pop and other idol stars. To the 18-year-old Shi-won, her entire world revolved around the boy band H.O.T., and her only aspiration in life was to grow up to become Tony's wife, a member of the group. Her best friend Yoo Jung was her partner in crime, also falling in love with a different idol every day. 15 years later, at the age of 33, the 6 high school friends meet for a mini reunion, during which 2 of the friends announce their plans to marry. As they reminisce about the height of their teenage angst, the viewer needs to try to figure out which 2 friends fell in love during the 15 years since high school. Reply 1997 was cute and down to earth. All of the teens felt very real, and their simple life stories were well played out. Being set in the 90s, the drama did really well at capturing the nostalgia of the era by highlighting many key things that defined the time period. Of course, some of the Korean cultural references don't have the same meaning to international watchers, but it was easy to compare similar popular cultural elements for my own country. But there were plenty of things that many fans can relate to, such as the slow dial-up internet, boy bands, and simply what it is like being a teenager. Number 1. Our Beloved Summer. High schoolers Ka Kyun-soo, Kim Da-mi, and Choi Woo, Choi Woo-sik agree to film a documentary together, and as polar opposites usually do, they fight about almost everything. Eventually, their feelings shift and the 2 date in secret well into college. Life happens and they break up only to meet again years later when their documentary goes viral. Their worlds collide and they find themselves filming a follow-up, giving them an opportunity to get to know each other as adults. Our Beloved Summer is incredibly heartwarming. Sometimes it's fast-paced, specifically when they jump back to their high school days and we see them in their youth. Other times, it slows down to let you reflect. There are also a few funny moments to balance out all the times it makes you sob into your pillow. I recommend this to anyone who's in need of comfort, a fresh perspective, or a reminder that life, even when it's tough, is still good. That's all for today's list of top 10 charming high school K-dramas you absolutely need to watch. As always, if there was any drama that you would add, comment down below. Your opinions are always welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have fun binging all these dramas.